anymore. And in a way, it might make you want to pity the minister and be like, oh, poor minister, he's trying his best, but on the other hand, you remember that he keeps giving promises upon promises. Sometimes Nigerians can understand that the situation is not so good, but only when you are transparent, only when you come out, this is what the situation is. Not to tell us that everything is all right, everything is, in fact, we are working on it, when indeed everything is all left. And you're trying to convince us that everything is all right. So how do you want Nigerians to believe you? Even with this apology, a lot of Nigerians that they are not taking it. A lot of Nigerians are not taking these apologies. So I don't know if I should say you should put the Honorable Minister of Power in your prayers. Maybe he needs prayers to work well. On the other hand, last year he told us about his ambition to run for governor of Oyo State. But the feelers, the reports we're getting right now is he is not the choice of the people who make the choices, and that someone else might be going in his stead. Many things are happening, and I'll keep telling you, when Thames sang crazy things are happening, what she got was an epiphany. Anyway, let's look at some of the crazy things that's happening in the world of politics this afternoon. Did you know that crisis has hit the APC convention? Rivers State Governor Fubara dragged the party to court and is demanding 100 million naira. You might be wondering, I said yes, APC. You know, Fubara used to be a member of the PDP, of course. Him and Nyesom Wike, he recently defected to the APC. And he's suing a party that he has not been part of for up to 6 months to court and demanding 100 million naira. What is really happening? Let me explain to you. The proposed national convention of the APC that's supposed to hold March 27 and March 28 may be facing uncertainty following a legal action filed at the Federal High Court in Abuja by an aspirant for the National Vice Chairman, South Ambassador Fubara Dagogo. I got you there. So yes, the thing the Fubara was talking about was definitely not the governor of Rivers State, but this is someone else. Now, yeah, that's the thing about clickbaits. That's the thing about headlines. If you do not read the body and you just get the headlines, you might be going about with misinformation. And that's one thing we do here at VOP. Because we are the voice of the people, we have to make sure that we are giving you the right information. So anywhere you see that news, bear in mind that the Fubara that's been talked about is not the Rivers State governor. Did I get you in the beginning? I'm sure I did. Which reminds me, it's about 6 days to April Fools. I'm thinking of let me first go and check what day April Fools falls on. I hope it's a weekday so that I can come here and pull a very strong prank on you. Something that will make you laugh though, because I know many Nigerians are not very happy at the moment. We cannot go pull prank. We go make person come out my teeth just now. Anyway, let's actually get into the main topic I want us to discuss for today, and it is twofold. We'll be looking at the political aspect and the religious aspect. Now, when it comes to religion, right, it's a very, very sensitive topic for many Nigerians and indeed many Africans. And the reason is because we are very rooted in this culture of religion. Religion is like a culture for us. It is more than just religion. It's more than just belief. It is a way of life. It literally determines what we do, how we do what we do, where we live, how we interact with people, if we see others as our equals or if we see them as inferior to us. Yes, religion determines this. And you might wonder why I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this because of what happened in Kano State, where the state Hisbah board has arrested no fewer than 583 young men and women for alleged immoral acts during the just concluded Eid al-Fitr celebration in the state. Now, this figure was disclosed in a statement by the Deputy Commander General of the board, Mujahid Aminuddin, in a statement made available to journalists on Tuesday. He noted that during the Salah celebration, the Hisbah personnel were able to arrest no fewer than 583 young men and women for committing various immoral acts. He said Hisbah deployed 9,500 personnel across the state in order to check the excesses of such individuals, which he said yielded fruitful results. He says commercial tricycle operators were apprehended for plaiting their hair. That is, young men who are driving tricycles, what we call keke. Yes, they were arrested by Hisbah because they plaited their hair. And it wasn't just plaiting the hair, but there were certain hairstyles that were considered indecent and contrary to Islamic religious teachings. And that really makes you wonder. He also says that some people were arrested for wearing 3/4 trousers While some young women were arrested for indecent dressing during the festivities. Imagine being arrested because your trousers are not reach ground, because your trousers are not reach your ankle. 21 people were arrested for wearing 3/4 trousers. It says some people were arrested for carrying male and female passengers together in ways that were deemed inappropriate in Kano State in Nigeria in 2026. Tricycle operators like keke drivers, keke riders were arrested. 85 keke riders were arrested for carrying male and female passengers together. Some of them were arrested because they plaited their hair, or because they had hairstyles that were deemed indecent. So we might be looking at maybe dreadlocks, or your hair is too full, or maybe you draw Ronaldo on your head, or you go and draw heartbreak, or you draw love on your hair. See you see sell. But anyway, there was some good news as well. The Hisbah board said they were able to locate and recover 66 missing children during the Salah celebrations and reunite them with their families. According to the Hisbah board, the arrests were part of their ongoing enforcement drive tagged Operation Fight Against Immorality, and they say they want to sanitize the state, and this is the reason for that. Now, anyone who really understands this should come and explain to us, because for many of us who live outside of the north, we really do not, understand it. Because imagine you are in a keke and then you see people in uniform telling you, oh, come down from this keke, come down, you are under arrest, and you ask what for, and they tell you, why are you sitting beside a woman? Or they tell you, why are you as a man, why did you dye your hair? That's the reason why you're under arrest. Or they tell you, why are you wearing 3/4 trousers, and that is the reason why you are under arrest. In 2026, tragic. Anyway, this brings me to what I really wanted to talk about on this particular situation, and that is state police. You do know that recently governors had a meeting to talk about how the state police will come on board. But there is one question that I've been asking when it really comes to this state police, and that is that when this state police, if or when this state police comes on board, what will happen to all of these, vigilantes and arms carrying young men and women that have been formed in states like in Anambra, where you have Agune Chamber, parts of the north where you have this Hisbah, all the state governors that have formed vigilantes and weapons carrying people that are meant to keep the peace in the state? Is it those people that will not be incorporated into state police, or these people that you have given arms before, you now collect the arms back and tell them, okay, you are now jobless, go and be reintegrated back into the society, and they will now happily drop the arms and be reintegrated into the society? Or they will not now fully submit it. Some of them will go with it, and we will now start seeing a high rate of crime because you have rendered some people jobless because of state policing. So I'm wondering really how this will work. Will the state police, will they work alongside these vigilantes? Will they work alongside this religious and moral policing? This is a framework that we really need to look at it. Let it not be one of those things that Nigeria, we just do it just anyhow. Because that's one thing many Nigerians say about Nigeria, that we have a culture of anyhowness. It reminds you of how a lot of policies were just announced just like that, and Nigerians were expected to adjust. You hear of a new policy and the implementation will be like 2 days away or 3 days away, or even the very next day, less than 6, 12, 24 hours for Nigerians to prepare and be properly acquainted, with not enough time for the National Orientation Agency to help Nigerians understand the import of the new policy. It just happens like that, and before you know, people are suffering for what they don't know about. I'm talking about, remember the cashless policy and how we didn't have enough time to convert our old cash to new cash. I've been redesigned, I've been repainted money. And today we have different colors of the same currency in circulation. In fact, the 200 naira I've been seeing recently is the one that's colored like pink. It's been so long I saw green 200 naira. And the 1,000 naira I've been seeing mostly these days is the blue colored one. It's been so long I saw the other one. We won't be like brown like this. It don't suit. So if you have a foreigner come into the country right now, they'll be wondering, why do you have the same color of different currencies? Because we are so used to making policies and we want to implement them sharp without having proper strategies and proper framework for those policies to be put in place to make it easier for Nigerians to adjust and adapt. I'm also talking about the change of the national anthem to the old one, where we now have a new old national anthem and an old new national anthem. I won't lie to you, even me myself, I'm confused by what I just said. Because that's it. A few years ago, if you asked the Nigerians to sing the national anthem, they would sing "Arise to Compatriots." But if you ask them to sing national anthem right now, what you'll be hearing is "Nigeria We Hail Thee." And then the older ones are like, "Oh, this is what we heard before." And then imagine when Nigerians then were singing "Nigeria We Hail Thee," and then the national anthem was changed to "Arise to Compatriots," and they had to get acquainted with that. As a primary school and secondary school student, I sang "Arise to Compatriots," but now my younger ones in primary and secondary school are singing this new old national anthem, returned national anthem, "Nigeria We Hail Thee," the Nigeria that our grandfathers hailed, which is the Nigeria that we have now. So when it comes, the reason for all of this long talk is when it comes to state police, there should be proper frameworks for it. There should be proper disintegration of vigilante networks or religious or moral policing networks, if that is the game, if that is the plan, or if those people will be incorporated since they're already working within the communities. There should be a proper mop up of weapons in the hands of vigilantes, so that we don't have people who are disgruntled because, oh, now you have started state police and we're out of a job and you're not giving us anything to do. You just want us to return to our homes after we've been used by the state. Will we also see a huge recruitment of people into the Nigerian police force? All of these are questions that need to be answered. But anyway, this is still in the works, so we'll be looking at it. Now, let's look at a very, very, very crucial topic for this afternoon. And this particular one also is twofold, and it is about the Obi-Kwankwaso alliance against 2027. Now, last Sunday, former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, paid a Salah visit to the leader of the Kwankwaso movement, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, in Kano State. Now, according to a post that was shared on X, formerly called Twitter, by the coordinator of the Obedient movement, that is Dr. Unseat Tanko, after Obi met Kwankwaso, Unseat Tanko said that this meeting, this visit, this engagement was focused on, listen to this, strategizing for our collective interest to make Nigeria work again for all of us. According to Unseat Tanko, that is the reason for Obi and Kwankwaso meeting, the engagement, the whole greeting people, the whole chant of Obi, Kwankwaso by the people of the Kwankwaso movement. But this visit has stirred fresh speculation about a possible alliance between the two men, whose separate ambitions in 2023, some political analysts say, may have cost them a collective opportunity. At the backdrop to this engagement, or what seemed like a renewed engagement or renewed discussions, there failed alliance talks before the last presidential election in 2023. Before 2023, you recall there were Obi-Kwankwaso talks. Oh, they may align, they may coalesce, they may come together, but that does not happen. They ended up contesting differently, with each person's base doing their best. With Obi, you had the Obedient movement. With Kwankwaso, you had the Kwankwasia, and Kwankwaso got the number of votes he did, Obi got the number of votes he did, but none of them won the elections. And today we have the APC administration in power. Some Nigerians believe that if they had consolidated their bases prior to 2023, President Tinubu just might not be president of Nigeria at this moment. While some political analysts will tell you that they have the opportunity to actually do this again ahead of 2027 if only both of them will agree to come together. But remember that with Obi, there is also, Obi is a part of the ADC, right? And Kwankwaso is a member of the NNPP. Obi has the Obedient movement, who we can say are partyless. They follow Obi wherever he goes. While Kwankwaso has the Kwankwasia movement, quite a massive movement, but their stronghold is Kano. They seem not to have that massive presence in any other state in Nigeria. So with the Obedient and the Kwankwasians, if they come together, can they do something that has never before been seen in this nation? But in all of this, I hope you remember that the APC is not sleeping. They are not sitting down and watching, say because we have 31 governors, because we have a larger number of people in the House of Reps, we'll just sit down and we know that the 2027 elections we have already won. Yes, the APC is saying they have already won, but they are not still sitting back. They are doing everything that they can to ensure that they are not just saying, they are also acting. While we're talking about this, the Vice President, Obi's running mate in 2023, that's Labour Party Vice Presidential candidate Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed, has pleaded with Obi to return to the party. Say if he does not secure the ADC presidential ticket, he should please come back to the party. He said, please, Obi, come back to the party. If they don't give you the presidential ticket in ADC, come back to Labour Party. We are waiting for you. We are rooting for you. In fact, we will do everything we can to make sure that the momentum you had in 2023, you have it again. That is Dati Baba Ahmed says He has vowed to help Peter Obi if the ADC presidential ticket run fails for him. He actually made the plea in an interview on the monitored national television, saying he has an alternative for Peter Obi. He was speaking on 2027 general elections and the possibility of Peter Obi getting the ADC ticket. Baba Ahmed promised to help Peter Obi to secure the Labour Party presidential ticket. He said, Peter Obi, I will help you to secure this ticket. All you need to do is come back. Come home, Peter Obi, come home. Okay, he didn't sing, actually. That was just been a little run for president. So, but it seems that he really wants Peter Obi to come back to the Labour Party. But how will that really work with the new amendment to the Electoral Act, whereby after political parties have submitted their membership registration. In fact, you have to be a member of a political party for 6 months before you can say you want to leave and go to another party. So how will that really work for him? But anyway, that's Baba Ahmed has said he's a bit, but I want to hear what you have to say. Oh my goodness. I'm just explaining to you what it is, okay? Before anybody comes for me and says, oh, Chima, you talk too much. I have to explain to you what we're talking about today before I open the phone line, so that when you contribute, you can contribute constructively. You can contribute to the conversation intelligently, okay? It is very, very important. Anyway, in about 4 minutes at exactly 2:15 p.m., the phone lines will be open so that you can join the conversation. This is Matters on Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. I want to hear from you. I'll let you know the numbers to call, but in the meantime, we are streaming live on YouTube. It's VOP 903 FM, VOP 903 FM. That's the on YouTube. Yes, you can find us on YouTube, VOP 903 FM. Okay, once you type that into the search bar, go to YouTube, look at the search bar, type in VOP 903 FM. You can watch us live. You want to see what our studio setup looks like, or you just want to see my fine face? Yes, or you want to put a face to the name or a face to the voice, head on over to YouTube right now. We are streaming live. It's all about you this afternoon on Matters. So call me up and let's have a conversation. Before I open the phone lines in exactly 3 minutes, let me remind you of what we're talking about. In case you're just joining us, this is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. The voice you hear right now belongs to Chioma Innocent. I'm your host for today. We'll be taking this till 3 p.m. We're talking about a broad range of issues, actually, beginning with the issue of state police, but I actually tied that back to some of the vigilantes that we already have. I also began by telling you about how Hisba arrested people in Kano State during the Salah celebration, saying, oh, there were men who were wearing indecent hairstyles, like maybe dyeing your hair, wearing dreads, plaiting your hair. Even men that were wearing 3/4 were arrested. Keke drivers that were carrying male and female passengers were arrested. If you're a woman, say you dress indecently, arrested. If you're a man, you're wearing 3/4 trousers, arrested. But that led me to talking about state police and what will happen to these moral, religious police and vigilantes in other parts of the country if or when, because it looks like this is definitely going to happen after the president has said he will do his best to make sure this comes, to the fore, comes to fruition. So when the state police happens, what will happen to this moral and religious policing structures? Will these people even agree to be disbanded? Because it seems they are very, very, very strong in the states where they operate. The other day I saw a video of young men, youths in a particular northern state. They just stormed one hotel, took over the place and started going from door to door looking for people that are lodged to flog them, saying, oh, they have to ascertain if you're actually married before you lodge together, maybe as a male and female. Like, what are you doing in a hotel with somebody that is not your husband or your wife? And if they find you out, they will flog you. But then one would say that the Nigerian Constitution guarantees us the right to the dignity of human person, right to freedom of association. You should be able to do whatever you want to do as long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're not committing a crime. And as a young unmarried man or woman, it might be morally or religiously wrong for people who believe in things like that. But constitutionally, it is not exactly a crime for a young man and a woman to lodge. So the beliefs that are being held in those places, does it trump the Nigerian Constitution that gives us freedom of association? I'm just asking. Anyway, the other issue we're looking at is what seems to be the rekindling of an alliance between Obi and Kwankwaso, or that is how Nigerians are seeing it after Obi and Kwankwaso were spotted together on Sunday. They were literally leading a crowd of Kwankwaso supporters who were chanting their name. They were really chanting. It's like, oh, Obi Kwankwaso, Obi Kwankwaso, Obi Kwankwaso. And political analysts are looking at it like there may be something in the offing. But while we're talking about this, Dati Baba Ahmed has pleaded with Peter Obi to return to Labour Party. He says, I have much respect for Peter Obi. If he does not get the ADC ticket, he should please come back to the Labour Party. I will work for him. I will try to get him the ticket in the Labour Party. I will try and mend the way between him and whoever he may have offended. I will do everything that I can to ensure that Peter Obi gets the ticket of the Labour Party. All he needs to do is come back if he doesn't get the ADC ticket. But this also tells me something. Dati Baba Ahmed, he seems, as much as he wants Peter Obi to come back to Labour Party, he doesn't really seem to mind that he's in the ADC as long as he gets the presidential tickets. What should Obi do with all this trust and belief that people have in him? Anyway, it's time for you to call in to be a part of the program. You can call the number 0803-692-9933, 0803-692-9933. That's the number you can call to be a part of this conversation. Send a message on WhatsApp to 0817-175-6338, 0817-175-6338 on WhatsApp. So when you send, you can either send a message on WhatsApp or give us a call on WhatsApp. We definitely want to hear from you. I mean, I don't need talk since it's your own talk to talk. It's your turn to join the conversation. It's your turn to give us your own perspectives and opinions on the issues we have been talking about this afternoon. So call me up. I want to hear from you. 0803-692-9933, 0803-692-9933. On WhatsApp, it's 0817-175-6338, 0817-175-6338 on WhatsApp. You can either send a message on WhatsApp or you give me a call. I want to hear from you. Remember to keep it short, keep it simple, keep it polite. Okay, be very, very polite, please. Do not use words that are not very nice on anyone. All right, thank you very much. All right, your first caller for today. How you doing? Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
What's your name and location, please?
This is Kingsley from Ikeja.
Good to hear from you, Kingsley. Thank you for calling.
Yeah. So, concerning the news you heard about what happened, is it our what that happened at Kano?
Yes.
Yes. I feel like that I don't see the reason why they should be doing that. Like, is it by force to live in a particular lifestyle? It's all to come up with a religion or what? I don't know. I see that as a kind of slavery. I see that as a kind of slavery. And coming to the issue of Mr. What's his name? Ahmed begging people to come back. Is he not aware of the current electoral act that prohibits anybody to return, like the Trump party now? Or is he not aware? You think people should come back if he doesn't return the ADC ticket? So I don't know how
Thank you, Kingsley. It's really noisy where you are. It's really, really noisy. Hello, can you hear me, Kingsley? All right, thank you. Thank you for your perspective. We do appreciate you. 0803-692-9933, 0803-692-9933. Send your messages on WhatsApp, okay? I want to hear from you. Oh, my goodness. I'm sending this message. I'm going to read it very, very shortly after this call. Hello, what's your name and location? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? All right, you know what? Give me a call back. I want to hear from you. 0803-692-9933. How you doing? Good afternoon to you.
Shoma, good afternoon.
How are you doing?
UC.
Good to hear from you, UC. Thank you for calling.
Yeah. Shoma, in as much as I'm against immorality, I'm against negative dressing, like woman wearing a gown or a skirt, and when she sit down, it's as if her body is completely open. I support morality and conservativeness and reservation as well. But the truth of the matter is, the threat against life today is this thing we call human rights and excessive liberty that we enjoy that is not out of control. Now, one of the essence of good governance is management and control. I think is the problem of the current United States of America. You know, in America, for instance, Choma, if you're under pressure to fornicate, you can have a girlfriend, drive in a car, park somewhere, and help yourself. In Thailand today, yes, in the US, for the fact that it's not distracting the community, just go to somewhere that is calm. Help yourself in the vehicle. And they have something they call moral courts, morality courts, family courts, managing clashes of this kind of indecent behavior and character. But they politicized this issue and it became a threat to their life and their civil life. Today you have gay, LGBTQ, or things like that, lesbian, transgenders, because the society went out of control and social life became excessive useless because there is no monitoring system or control system. For instance, in Thailand, hello?
I can hear you.
You can have a sex in Thailand. You can live a free life. But in as much I'm against open misbehavior or things like that, we still need to have moral police.
Okay. Now,
but the truth of the matter is this, Choma, depending on what they call immorality they want to address, depend on it. And it's possible for us to have state police and have moral police. It's possible. Everything should have their own management and their own structure of operations. Now, if things are not, this thing we call Gen Zs, it's out of hand. Today, you have me, to some extent, separate who is a woman and who is a man. Now, a Jewish rabbi, Jonathan Lofsack, he said, whatever happens in a society and in a community, it all depends on what the leaders of them want. So all these structures, all this kind of lifestyle, they need to be restructured and be managed. The US today, what is causing problem in America is the left and right ideology. The right believing.
You see, what's the point that the people, the youths who invaded the hotel to start flogging people that lodged together were correct? Or the people that were arrested for wearing three-quarter trousers were correct? Or the people who were arrested for sitting together, male and female? Like, what's
it's not right. It's not right to arrest anybody. It's not right to arrest people in the hotel, trying to monitor how they go about it. No, it's not right. But do you know there are cases where a man will pregnant like 12 women? Choma, do you support such idea?
So basically, your argument is that a moral police is indeed necessary.
It's necessary if you can manage it well and in order. Right. For instance,
do we have a history of managing things well?
No, if we need them.
All right.
If you could be if you can be able to manage this very well, we need them. That is this what they call GMS. When the guy passed on, we heard that he had over 15 wives. 9 different women pregnanted. With children over 50 different women. So as a man like that, how many children are you fathering and how many women are you husbanding? So when the society is led to be loosed and not to be managed, you get all of this kind of nonsense all about. Right, I can tell you, in countries like China, you can't live the way you like.
Thank you.
They are not against your rights. But your rights should not pollute the society and constitute nuisance to the society. Now let me comment on this issue of Kwankwaso and the big thing. Choma is a good thing. I was so surprised that Obi visited Kano and that kind of mountainous crowd came out. So please, anything
you don't usually come out like that for Kwankwaso, right?
Yes. I was so shocked because people thought Obi don't have support in the north. And I used to listen to people on the background saying that rich politics and how they put in there, saying that going to the local communities to play grassroots games and so on and so forth. Obi did not do any of those things the last election, but he got solid votes. One Lagos states, one other places, he did so well. So what I think the most important thing is, let us support Obi and give him the necessary support. He does not need all those grassroots. He's a grassroots man already. If you are loving the grassroots, that's the most important thing. And if you can get support anywhere, is the most important thing. Whether you have all the machineries available or not, if people like you, where I voted, Choma, is a very. We don't have agent there. We stood as agents. A lot of people like that. There are other areas. They stood as agents as well. We monitored everything until everything was done and transferred to the IRS.
Thank you.
So
you.
that is it.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Have a
Thank you
great
very
day.
much. Let's hear from others. We do appreciate you for your opinion. 0803-692-9933, 0803-692-9933. Give us a call. I definitely want to hear from you. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon to you. How are you doing?
I'm fine. My name is Boris. I'm calling from Okota.
All right. Welcome to the conversation.
Okay. Concerning you said that the police arrested some of them, some of the cab drivers.
It wasn't the police. It was the Hisba.
Huh?
It wasn't the Nigerian police, so it was Hisba police.
Okay, but it's not right at all. It's not right to arrest them. Those police, they arrest them. They are the ones doing the cause. Them themselves, they know themselves. Them themselves, they lodge another woman's wife. Them themselves, they are doing the same thing that those people are doing. Them themselves, they are wearing t-shirt and nobody arrests them. So they see people that wear t-shirt and want to arrest them. For what? This is how Nigeria is going to move on. That is not it. They will be arresting people like them. Those people do not have rights to themselves. Or what? Or are them the one controlling people to do what they have to do? If you see someone wear a quarter, maybe it's the one that the person has the money to buy.
All right.
Don't let it give the person money to go and buy it. They do things for his or herself.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate you for your call. Good afternoon to you. Thank you for holding on. Turn off your radio set. How are you doing, sir? What's your name and location?
I'm good. My name is Shola.
Oh, good.
And I'm calling from Egede.
Thank you for calling, Shola. How are you today?
Yes, I'm good. We thank God. Just the heat.
I hope you have light. So, do you have light?
Like, no, I'm not even indoors. I'm on the streets.
When you were
even my AC said it's not working.
Before you left your house, did you have light?
Oh, yes. You know, I'm Bante, but it has not been like how it used to be.
Congratulations, oh.
Don't congratulate me. Bante is not what matters. What I'm saying is that for the past...
It's not people like you that the power minister was apologizing to. It's people like us.
Which apology? The light now, you know, before we used to have like, let's say 20 hours, 22 hours. But for the past 1 month or plus now, it's always erratic. Maybe like max, maybe like 10 hours or 11 hours now. So, but what do we do? So, yeah, let me jump on the matters on ground.
Okay.
So, let me start with the HIPAA. I served in Katsina. That should be like 23 years ago or so. And that was when I had the first-hand experience of how those people operate. You know, for me, I think there's nothing bad if that is what they are chosen as a law. And that is why we keep advocating that there should be autonomy, you understand? So that each region or each state can be able to maintain their own law. But I see a lot of hypocrisy. You understand? Because I remember that then, even as a copper, I used to travel to some places before I can get alcohol. You understand?
Where did you serve?
I served in Katsina, I told you. Katsina.
Okay.
I served in Katsina. So, but in Katsina town, even there are some places where then I remember that I would just get there, they will say that some Hisba people, I don't know the way they call them then, but it's later I realized they were Hisba, that they came and they shut that place down. They closed the place. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that you will see, so even some of those, their elites, all those people, they indulge in all these things. You understand? You see them in places, questionable places. You get my point? So there's a lot of hypocrisy. That is why I don't think we just, reckon with how they do their own things there. So, but yeah, it's left to them. That can't happen in Lagos or any other place here. So, therefore, Obi, I was saying it yesterday, I was so taken aback when I saw people chanting Kano, Obi, Kwankwaso, Obi, Kwankwaso. But for me, I'm skeptical, because I'm still kind of, I don't believe the Northerners. I want to be candid, let me just tell you, the Northerners, it will be hard for them to support a Igbo person. I just want to be candid. Obi, I'm a supporter of Obi. to the core. And it will be a pleasant surprise for me. You know, we need to wait for this for their primaries in the ADC to see the outcome. But I suspect that the North will start their mentality that power must come back to them. If it is not Atiku, and if it's going to be Kwankwaso, I don't see Kwankwaso letting Obi the president. You know, I'm just so skeptical about this whole thing. My own view is that Nigeria is between the devil and the WC. Even as much as I want this government to pass away, because this has been another era for Nigerians under this present president, my hope is that the next person that will come in, or the next group of people, should be people that will come and sanitize the country. Obi in the first place, in another, for me, has even gone to a wrong setting. The people is associating with, you know, it's another thing. So, but for Nigerians, what do we do? We prefer that anybody but Tinubu, yes, but let's just hope that they will come out of it. I don't know, maybe you get my point of view.
Yes. Thank you very much, Shola.
You know, so for it as well, let me just hang it on there.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Right. Thank you for your call. Enjoy the rest of your day. 0803-692-9933. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. This is Marshall Obama calling from Dubai.
Welcome, Marshall. Good to have you here.
Yeah, the first thing I want to talk about is the state police. The state policing cannot work as at now in this country. Why? We have state CID in the federal police, isn't it?
Okay.
Hello?
I can hear you. Go ahead. Just go ahead.
Why do federal government have state CID? Is to employ the indigenous and origin of the place to help them comb the nooks and crannies. Coming to have a state police, for instance, you have vigilante, you have Bukuru defense, and all those things, all of them now are now having guns. Now you want to have state police whereby the executive should be the governor of that very state. Let's assume I stole something in Imo State. As I run into Abia State, there will be a halt. I cannot chase that person to the last extreme. To me, it is not right for Nigeria over state policing. And again, Obi, yes, Obi and Kwankwaso, Obi and Atiku, Obi and maybe one other person. He should choose, because right now that man is confused. To me, I'm sorry to say that, because everybody is now dragging him. And again, the confusing machine to him is the obedient. We have obedient of APC, we have obedient of PDP, we have obedient of Labour. Who are they? And when you have a look at them, you just get the money and do it. Obi alone cannot do the job, because out of 774 local government, how many polling booths has he got? Where is the money? So people should not deceive themselves. Let him work with anybody in the north and then claim the something, but not to say Atiku should just go down for. Atiku has already, get a place. He only needed Obi to work with him because he has tried it before. He never quarreled with Obi. So people should not remember that Atiku never quarreled with Obi. It was Wike who spoiled Obi's chances to have been with Atiku last election. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your call. Much appreciated. Thank you for holding on. Good afternoon. What's your name and location, please?
Yeah, Chioma, good afternoon.
How are you doing?
This is Emeka from Ogun State.
Good to have you here.
In the issue, the area of the people that are arresting people, in the hotel and this and that, I want to ask, why are they leaving the leprosy that is troubling them and begin to treat righteous? Look at the killing going on in their state, in Northern and spreading here and there. Now, they are not fighting such a killing. If it is good for people to wake up and die with nakedness now and know get life and have peace, that will be okay now. Then we cover our clothes, they wife, and yet we are dying day by day. So which are they good? Why would this people live? Look go into what is happening and come together and fight for it? Why are they just busy, just troubling people? And that's what I want to turn Nigeria into Sharai or whatever they call it, so that everybody will be under kind of slavery. I'm not saying that what they are doing is not good. Yes, and for people to just normal and be in a good descent. But there is a serious issue now, killing.
Okay. You know, that's a little ironic. You say what they are doing is good, but so why the but if what they are doing is good?
What they are doing, I'm not saying that it's not good. Yes, and yes, what they are doing, yes, and for people.
Go ahead.
Yes, the sense a boys. Yes, and those things are good. But Shoma, there is something that is at hand that is even worse than that. Yes, and killing is worse than that. I mean, let us fight for that. And the other things that they're really causing, they are putting more pressure on people, with the one at hand again. So where are we going to run to?
Thank you for your call.
So please, I beg, let us fight for the right thing. God bless you.
Thank you for your call. 0803-692-9933. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon to you, sir. What's your name and location, please?
My name is Tinubu. I'm calling from Ejibo.
Good to have you here, sir. Please go ahead. Join the conversation. Can you hear me? Oh dear. All right. Give me a call. 0803-692-9933. Hello.
Hello, Chairman.
Hi, that's me. What's your name and location, please?
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon to you, sir. Very well, thank you.
Mazi Sonny calling from Majalava.
Good to have you here, Mazi Sonny.
Please, according to Obi Kwankwaso, please, I want to advise Obi, please, wherever you go in a bed, let him have the security to secure himself first. Now, because people have life, like they do a nation, and like they rule Nigeria, dead man cannot rule Nigeria. I encourage Obi, let him quit himself with the security wherever you go in. Please, that's my advice for today. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you for your call. 0803-692-9933. 23 minutes before 3 p.m. So we still have some time for you to join the conversation. So go ahead. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, sir. How are you doing?
Hello.
Good to have you here. What's your name and location, please?
My name is Chidozie. I'm calling from Ogun State.
All right. Go ahead, please.
What I want to advise Obi is that he should be mindful. Many people, these people who are wearing him back to Labour Party now, when we are there, when there were troubles in Labour Party, what didn't they do for him that time? It's now that he is looking in a different direction altogether, because the heart is very deceit and they might not mean well for him. They just want to continue to confuse him so that he will not know the direction to move. Let him reason before he listens to anyone. He is matured enough to know the Nigerian polity, what it means, because not everything that glitters that is gold. That's my own take. Thank you.
Thank you very much. 0803-692-9933. 0803-692-9933. Join the conversation. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon to you. What's your name and location, please?
This is Shegun calling from Alimosho.
Good to have you here, Shegun. Please go ahead.
Yeah. On the issue of these people called Isba, you see, hypocrisy knows no bound. The people who have employed them, they indulge in these things, just like our Nigerian politicians, and indulge in this same thing they claim to be fighting. So I don't know what anybody is talking about on that one. See, in my small office, when these people were doing their fast, they almost made it mandatory or an abomination for me to eat in the office. It took me grace and boldness to make them know that, look, you cannot impose your religion on me as far as I'm not imposing my own on you. They almost made me feel worthless, to the extent that some of my own religious people were beginning to, dance along in that line. What am I saying? See, your religion is your religion. Don't try to impose it on me. Like a man said, the man who called from Egbeda or something, he spoke very fantastically. I'm proud of that man. At least he's a brilliant man. There can be moral police and there can be state police. There's nothing bad in doing that. And as for the issue of Atiku, the issue of Obi. You see, Obi going to where Kwankwaso is. Really, Obi is known in the north, but he's not popular in the north. Are you with me? Hello?
I can hear you.
Yeah, Obi is known in the north, but he's not popular. So that does not translate to votes. That he was with Kwankwaso. Yeah, they know him, Obi, yeah. Oh, with Kwankwaso, yeah. People of Kwankwaso, yeah. Do they want him together? Oh, well, maybe. Will Kwankwaso allow him to take the presidential whatever? No. Kwankwaso is too selfish for that. He's way too selfish for such. He's only using Obi to pull crowd. But if the successfully come together, there's nothing that is not possible in politics. If Kwankwaso decides to let down all of his ego and all of his white elephant requests, that may work out for Obi, but Obi should not be happy. Obedience people should not be jealous over that. It translates to nothing. I'm a political analyst. I can tell you for free, it translates to nothing. Obi is not getting anything from that north. No.
All right.
Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. 0803-692-9933. 0803-692-9933. That's the number you can call to be a part of this conversation. Hello, what's your name and location? Thank you for calling.
Hello, good evening.
Hi.
My name is Biodo.
Okay.
My name is Biodo.
Why are you calling from?
I will advise Mr. Peter Obi to watch before he leaves, because most of these people, they are not sincere with him. Like the Kwankwaso group, they are only using him to pull crowd. I still believe that to be working with Atiku is still the best option for him. The devil is better than a disguised angel. You are yet to me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Send your messages on WhatsApp to 0817-175-6338. 0817-175-6338 on WhatsApp. You can also give me a call on WhatsApp, okay? In order to save your airtime. Yes, so if you're calling from out of state or out of the country, you can give us a call on WhatsApp. Hello?
Yeah. Good afternoon once again. This Kingsley calling again.
Kingsley, 1 minute, please. 1 minute. Plus, there's always a noise in your background. I don't understand it.
Okay, so I hope it's better now.
Kingsley, just go ahead. Go ahead. 1 minute so that we can hear from others.
Okay, yeah. Initially, I was saying something about P2B and the Kwankwaso. I think it's a welcome development if they can merge together and achieve our own goal. And yes, and again about the Israel issue, I think that that on the part of them, determining or dictating to people how to live their life and all the rest of it. Like the last other caller said about there is this kind of aura I see about that behavior of them wanting to force somebody to live along their own style of religion, or I don't know. Like that caller said, doing their last fasting, you see them telling you some kind of stuff to you like you're not supposed to eat at this time, I know aware at that time, that kind of stuff. So I feel like it's supposed to be like that. And I'm saying that they're bringing that thing to a kind of nationwide now. They're trying to enforce people to align with them in that.
Has anybody tried to force you to align with any religion?
No. It's not if somebody force you, but it's some of these kind of some of these little things they do. And again, recently you can hear the news that NAFDAC or so they have banned some of these alcoholic something, and that's how they started. You and I know that in the north, in the core north, they don't drink all this stuff in that place. So for them to not bring that kind of law, I think that small grounds that bringing to encourage now the thing will go to a higher level. So we talk about somebody come out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's hear from other people. Thank you. Appreciate you. 0803-692-9933. Send your messages on WhatsApp to 0817-175-6338. We're streaming live on YouTube. It's VOP 903 FM. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
How are you doing? Good afternoon.
I'm fine.
What's your name and location, please?
My name is Abdul, calling from First Park.
Good to have you here, Abdul.
You see, I I don't think Obi is the person that we can say we are very sure that Obi is well cleared to become the savior of this country. I'm not against anybody, but we haven't been there, and they have been the governor. We have seen what he's done. And I want us Nigerians to understand that the present governors we have are enjoying this administration because that's why they all decamping to the ruling party, because they believe in the policies. Yes. So you see, we have to question our governors before one person cannot fix this country.
Okay.
One person cannot fix this country. So that's my take.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I appreciate your call. 0803-692-9933. 14 minutes before 3 p.m. Let's get it going. Call me up. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing, sir?
Thank God, sir.
What's my location?
Emmanuel Kumulili.
All right, Emmanuel, go ahead.
Please, I think if a good coach will want his team to win, don't also.
I guess so, yes.
If Atiku is a good coach, what he will do is to field good strikers that will win the game for him. He will sit down and coach them very well. Also, Obi is a good striker. You have to fix him with another striker that will back him up. So, Atiku should stand down, be a good coach, and let there be a very strong opposition, and this thing will go down.
Thank you. Thank you for your call. 0803-692-9933, 0803-692-9933. That's the number you can call to be a part of this conversation. 13 minutes before 3 p.m. Let's get it going. Hello. Turn off your radio set.
Choma, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, sir. How are you doing?
Choma, I'm good. I'm Akodeba by name.
Okay, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from my papa.
Good to have you here, sir. Please go ahead.
Yes, a lot of political analysts. Yes. But the truth is this. Our advice will be to remain focused. You shouldn't, fall for all this permutation people are permuting and trying to gaslight him. He should remain focused in what he is doing. Okay? Somebody is telling me that people from the north cannot trust people from the east. But you have to ask yourself one question. When Buhari was contested, who was his running mate? Somebody from the east. The second attempt, who was his running mate? Somebody from the east. Atiku, who was his running mate? Somebody from the east. Okay, and they are telling me that the people from the core north will not trust people from the from the east.
When Buhari was contesting,
yes,
former President Muhammad Buhari.
Yes, former President Buhari, he contested with Okadibo. Have you forgotten?
Okay, that was before the 20.
Yes, have you also forgotten he contested with what is his name again? This Ume is okay. Have you forgotten that? But somebody is telling you now, trying to gaslight to be.
The climate then and now is very different.
Get something right, okay? People are trying to gaslight to be that people from the north cannot trust him. But I'm trying to tell you that a couple man, okay, trusted Obi, and so they trusted somebody from the east. Somebody mentioned is somebody that called from Egbeda that is telling me that people from the north cannot trust people from the east. Okay? But I'm trying to tell you that the couple man trusted somebody from the east in the past. Even Atiku, his running mate was Obi. Second person was Okowa. Okay? So when people try to gaslight, you try to understand. We understand all their antics. Okay? So I will tell Obi to continue with his blessing. When they are telling him that people from the north don't know him, you see what happened in Kano. Okay? They are trying to gaslight you in order to tell you that the love is only people from the west, that the people from the east is not love. But we understand it. Obi should continue to press forward. Do you understand me? We understand where they are going. Somebody that is telling you that Obi is not the savior. But who is the savior? When Obi, you see all what he did as a governor. Okay, but you cannot. They are trying to discard it, but they are telling you that somebody who is that we should hold our governors responsible. What is the influence of a governor in a monetary policy? What is the influence of a governor in national grid? What is the influence of a governor in clearing in the work? Do you understand me? What is the influence of governor in trying to in security? Try to understand. Okay, they are trying to tell you that people from the east is not loved. Thank you.
Thank you for your call. 08036929933. It's 10 minutes before 3 p.m. I think we can take one more call and then I'll take your messages. Hello.
Hello, Chima.
How are you doing? How are you doing? Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm fine. I find my sister. I've been listening to all your colleagues, you contributor and your program since the beginning. You see, there's one fact you have to know in this country. The state of origin, why is it put in Nigerian constitution that you have a state that you belong? And that state, if they do certain law there, if you have to abide by that law, somebody say something can what they do there cannot be done in Lagos. I'm from a state. I know what I cannot do in Lagos. If I do it, I have to question. And the fact that I know I can do nothing that nobody will question me. The state of origin is very, very important in Nigeria. So don't tell me that whatever, if Kano says this is what they want. If you know you cannot leave Kano, you leave their place. It's a very simple something. State of origin is put in our. Why can't they make it flat? And say, okay, the day is flat. Take your land, that is my better government for everything. Everybody is responsible for his thing. That's why you have state of origin. If you leave your state, you come to any other state to look for the greener pastor. If you make it here, live a very low life there. If you are successful along the line, you go. If you know that there is service that you don't like it, you don't need to confront them in their state. So also all you have to do is to live quietly. So state of origin, unless the federal government remove it, is very, very important. And in case of Obi, I have been for me under this particular system we operate in Nigeria. There are some group of people because they are hot. They are there waiting on the other neck. If you don't belong to them, if you win your election, you are your home. I will never win. They do not give you. I will never win. They do not give you. So if he can win, he can fight the work and become Nigeria president. Good luck to him. And another thing is we are very aggressive that they are. So look at that man just come. See the way he is aggressive. Because that man told, because that farmer who could say the truth that they will not trust the internet. He said the truth, and he was so aggressive as talk as if only you are going to make a difference. Let us make another way of this system, another system, so that can accommodate everything. Not this particular system in the government that will allow me to move this from here. No, even if we break it, we don't give a thank you very much.
Thank you for your call. Thank you very much for your call, sir. Our final caller for today. It's time for me to read your messages. Unfortunately, I can't take any more calls at this moment because I need to jet out. I need to check out in a few minutes. But you can still send your messages on WhatsApp and I'll do my best to take it before the end of the program. Okay, so send your messages on WhatsApp to 0817-175-6338. 0817-175-6338 and I'll take your messages. All right. I'm taking your messages. Let's begin with this one. Oh, what's going on? I'm trying to take your messages. Your messages are not going to show up. Oh, what's they happen? Oh, Anyway, should we take some calls in the meantime? Although we're really running out of time. Right, but let's take this one. This person says, hello Chioma, how are you doing? All those things we are discussing, Nigerians just want to have a better life. Full stop. All right. Good afternoon, Chioma. Chima from Sulere. Let me ask, how many people are advising Obi on this matter? He's wise and experienced. All those calling for Obi and Atiku are causing confusion. I feel they are working for the opposition. A word is enough for the wise. Good afternoon, my sister and Nigerians worldwide. My name is Sheikot from Interior. I see lots of politicians desperate of being the next president of our country. All I want to get is a president who is desperate to fix the country. Sheikot from Interior. Good afternoon, Chioma. Well done. Please, maybe we can't see clearly. Please, can you just help me ask all BAT and APC blindly gullible, downtrodden tribalistic supporters to tell us or show us with evidence what they have benefited so far. Okay, thank you for your message, Steve from Agege. Anna Paul from Coca, I'm fine. How are you? Onya Chege, the people are saying that what Isba police is doing well is good are people that have lived life to the fullest. During their youthful days, they carried women, they went to hotels, their satisfaction. As for me, I'm against Isba police. I'm not still young. I never carry women to the fullest, and I have not lived life also. Let Isba police go. Hey, but Isba no they disturb you now. If you're not dead there. Good afternoon. Concerning Kano State incident of going to hotels to harass people lodging for whatever reason is wrong. Allow sleeping dogs lie. Let them just abide with what the Kano State law states. I'm so happy hearing about the meeting between Obi and Kwankwaso. It will be a formidable force to battle APC. Godwin from Ikeja. Peter Obi is not ready to spend money. Hence, we know they give shishi. Atiku has almost buy the whole delegates ready to spend. Obi is likely to go back to Labour or another party to continue on his winning ways. Venatius Samojo. Venatius, with the Electoral Act, allow him. State police will be terrible in Nigeria. Nigeria is still developing and our sense of political awareness is still naive. Festus Briggs. All right. Good afternoon. I see nothing wrong with what he's did in Kano State. I feel such should be introduced nationwide. Shegun from Alagbado. According to that other guy, he said people who are supporting have lived life to the fullest. Chama, good afternoon. How are you doing? Send my greeting to Zeren Nadi. Leo from Surulere. All right, Leo from Surulere, thank you very much for your message. I hope Zeren Nadi can actually hear you. Shama, permit me not to say good afternoon because telling you good afternoon while I slept every day without light and water after the day's business. Shama, come to my area. Come and see how women and children are busy looking for water to do their domestic work. Shama, the apology coming from the incompetent minister is not acceptable by Nigerians because he failed woefully, like the man that appointed him, Choma. Can you sincerely tell me one minister under Tinubu that has performed up to 10%? Choma. Can you see how we wasted 8 years of Buhari government and 3 years of Tinubu government? Tinubu is still struggling to come back to Aso Rock, which is quite unfortunate for Nigerians. Obi or no Obi, Nigerians will definitely push out the evil people out of office by the grace of God. Oh God, arise and trouble those that are troubling Nigerians. Anytime you hear this, just know it's Mayor from Ikotuegbe. Let's see. Greetings, my sister Chama. Our new national anthem now is on your mandate. We shall stand. Have a blessed day. Okosisi from Ejigbo. No, our anthem is not on your mandate. We shall stand. All right, that is the anthem for APC supporters. So let's not get it twisted. Good afternoon, Choma. Your complaining country is here again. Shingon Hun from Chicago University. Shingon Hun. Complaining country? That's not nice. How many things will Nigerians be called? Only us, complaining country. Only us, they don't call us Abegistan. Only us, country of particular concern. Only us, come on. For me, and I hope you, were also enlightened. Thank you for your perspective. Thank you for your opinion. Thank you for listening to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Thank you for always supporting us in your own little way. We do appreciate you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Funhouse time with MC Chooks and Dr. Walkie Talkie comes up shortly. My name is Choma Innocent. Have a nice day.